Hello, you're very welcome to my live show. Today I'll speak about family matter, which is basically which is financial rights over other spouse when the couple separated. So this is basically financial remedy when the couple separated. What is their right over other spouse, pension, property, saving, investment, and also if in case maintenance as well. It's not only child maintenance, it's also spousal maintenance as well. So many many people, many couple or the separate parents claim only child maintenance, but they can also claim maintenance, which is called spousal maintenance from the uh, uh, other party or the party not in care of their children, so they can claim spouse maintenance as well. So there are a couple of different types of spouse maintenance I'll explain, but let me speak about today what are the rights what you can party can claim, so other spouse. So this is basically when the couple separated or apply for divorce, or even some circumstance before the divorce, they can claim financial remedy from the other couple, and that includes not only the property or savings investment. So you can claim a couple of financial remedy, but one of the important things what you need to take immediately is you need to claim, you need to, if you have a property in the sole name of any party, then immediately what you need to do is put a restriction on the land registry so that the other party can't transfer this property to a potential buyer or anyone's name. So that's what is important. So if you have any doubt that the other party can transfer, or there's a risk to deprive you from the get the share of your right or your rights from the property, the other party can sell the property without your knowledge, or can transfer it to someone else, or he can remortgage it, or he can take loan, put another restriction. So if he or she does it, that you will fall in trouble or difficulty to get the 50% or more than 50% share from the property. So to do it, what you need to do, you need to make a restriction to the land registry. So immediately make an application to the land registry. There is a form available in form.gov website. Fill up this, and this is free of charge. You can just send it by post to the land registry, and what the land registry will do, they will put a restriction as your notice of spousal right over the property. Then what will happen, your other half can't transfer it or remortgage it or sell it, or can't take credit because you have a right over there, and there's a notice. What actually do, when he will go to the approach to any bank, or if he want to sell the property, what the buyer or the mortgager first, the lender first, they will go to the land registry, check whether is there any restriction on the land registry to from selling or remortgaging. So if there is restriction, then no one will buy this property or sell this, or no one will give land money to your other house. So that's what a restriction you need to do immediately. And then I'll speak about other area, which is savings, investment, pension. Now, when you separate from the other party, you have an automatic right, not only property, all the pensions of your other half, the savings, whether in the UK or outside the UK, anywhere in the world, investment, whether in the UK, outside the in the EU, or sorry, the UK, wherever it is. So this is called matrimonial property. Now, matrimonial property is basically cover all the property of the family, pension, property, saving, investment, irrespective of in whose name. So if your other half claim that, well, the property or this building or this business in my name, it doesn't matter whether his name or not. The matter is, it's a matrimonial property. Within a definition of matrimonial property, you will have automatic right on it. So that's what you need to cover. Now, how you can start proceedings, and this already I have discussed, but today mainly I discuss what is your right over the matrimonial property or the family property. Now, pension is also an important element of the matrimonial property, and you should make a claim. And when you fill up the form E, in the form E, there is a column where you need to mention your pension as well. And if your other half, the other partner doesn't mention the pension, and if you believe if you believe that there is he does have pension, he is hiding, I think that point you should send a requisition, ask the other party to declare his, and that declaration, what he will declare, he need to declare on oath with a statement of truth. And if he does give wrong information or lie, he will face trouble. This is a contempt of court, so he'll go prison for 6 months if you can prove opposite. Now the question is, it is necessary have a marriage certificate, or is enough to live as a couple more than 5 years? Well, marriage certificate is, you need to establish your relationship. So when you will make this application for divorce, of course you need to submit the marriage certificate. If you don't have marriage certificate, then you need court permission to proceed. So there is a separate form which you need to fill up, and I think 50 pound or 90 pound fee you need to pay, and you need court permission to proceed the divorce application and financial remedy application. If you are partner, there is a different. If you are unmarried partner, there is a different law and different approach. But if you are a marriage couple, or whether you are or civil partner, then the same law applicable. Now, some people are confused. Well, I'm married in Abu Dhabi, or I'm married in Bangladesh. Is the marriage certificate is this marriage certificate is valid in the UK? Yes, it is valid wherever you married, as soon as the marriage is legal on that country, whether religious marriage or a statutory marriage. As soon as it is a valid marriage in your home country, you can claim financial remedy, you can claim you are a marriage couple. And even Islamic marriage in the UK also have some status, although the decision came from Khan case, which is from the High Court, that what is the intention of the party. The intention of the party is to live as a couple, as a husband and wife, and on that basis you can claim the financial remedy from your other half. Now, right, pension. I spoke about it, pension, right? That property is also important. The property is not only the family home. Property means it cover all the residential property or the commercial property which either party, whether husband or wife, who own in his sole name. So all the property will be within the matrimonial property, irrespective of whose name it is. But what I cautioned earlier, that you need to put a restriction on the land registry, so that your spouse or your partner can't transfer it or take land or remortgage or loan. Otherwise, what he can do, he can transfer it, or she can remortgage it, or take credit from the bank or somewhere and put a restriction, and then you will not get all the property. So you need to be very careful. If you separate, immediately do so that to put a restriction if the property on sole name. Now, if you joint property, I think in that case is not much concern, because joint property, he can't sell it or he can remortgage without your consent. However, what the problem we are facing in joint property is, when the party separated, he or she may take loan, and he, for example, if he doesn't pay it, then what the lender will do, lender will put a restriction on the property. And then you'll see, when you want to sell the property, there's a restriction of £10,000 loan or £20,000 loan he took. So that's the difficulty. So you have to be very cautious about it to deal with. Now, saving is any form of saving, whether in the UK, outside the UK, whether bank or home or any other intangible property. So tangible and intangible. Intangible property, for example, property, asset, furniture. If you have a company and company have a reputation, this is intangible property. This is also a matrimonial property. Now, intangible property including gold, ornament, furniture at home, any valuable assets, whatever it is within the matrimonial property and subject to division. Investment is share, bond, any business investment. So whatever it is investment within during a relationship is matrimonial property. What about the property which actually party got before marriage? Does it consider as a matrimonial property? Well, when the party has any property, irrespective of time, it still is subject to a division, but of course the court will take into account if you have any already some property prior to your relationship and other party has no contribution at all on that property. Of course the court will make a fair decision, which is fair and just outcome. Now, how the property will be divided, whether 50-50 or less than 50-50, well, it depends on the circumstance. Now, it is an old concept, that is the wife or husband will get 50-50, but this concept is no more applicable. The current case law and current decision of the Supreme Court, High Court, the approach is what is fair, what is to be fair and just among the party. That is a decision should be. Now, another important question is in terms of family home. Now, most of the issue is regarding the family home, because most of the couple, if it is the high income, high worth couple, that is a separate, but middle class, those who have basically only one family home, the party both work hard and then bought a house together, or in any name of the any party, or sole name or the joint name, that majority people have, that is the issue. So the party separated. Now the issue is they need to, who will stay at the house, who will pay mortgage, who will pay the bills of the house, or whether they should sell the property, or whether one party need to pay the half rent, or whether the separated, the non-residence party or non-residence parents need to pay the mortgage. So that are the issue in the family home. Now the principle is what should do. I'll advise you for the carer of the parents first. Okay, so if you have a under 18 child, or if any child in education, full-time education, so in that case the carer or the mother, most of the case the mother is the carer, mother can claim the whole house, not to sell or divide the house until your children get 18 years old. So if your other spouse decide to sell the house, you can raise an objection, because your children, the best interest of the children, the necessity of the children is the important for any court or any question, is the judge was the best interest. So this is one point. Secondly, so if your husband, if for example you are wife and you have a two child or one child, you are a carer of underage child, and then if your husband or other spouse decided, or your partner decided to sell the house, he made an application, final application in the court, you can argue, well, I have a child under, I'm the carer, and you can stop from selling the house until your child become 18 years old. So that is one option. Then what the court will do, court will suspend the sale until your child 18, so you can stay at the family home. Now, who will pay mortgage? So that is depend on the financial circumstance of your other partner and you. Of course, you are the carer. In that case, in general, the starting point is you can claim him to pay the mortgage, because he is earning money and you looking after his child. So this is a matter of and if he does have enough earning, of course, he need to pay the mortgage. But in some circumstance, if you claim benefit, and if you claim the housing benefit, then you need to pay, you need to share, you need to contribute the mortgage payment as well. But if your husband's situation not good, or the financial position of both parents is same, in that case both parents should pay the mortgage 50-50. Or if he pay the mortgage, you can pay the rent as well. So something like that is buy and take. So both party put in the same position. But in any case, in any case so the sale you can stop. And then finally you can also claim the spouse maintenance, which is, I'll show you. I have already shown that maintenance for a spouse. I'll make a separate video what types of maintenance you claim. There is a different types of maintenance you can claim from your other spouse, including it depend on the financial situation. So if you are separated, of course you'll claim your child maintenance via the child maintenance service. So this is a separate, you don't need to go to court to claim child maintenance, because you can go through the child maintenance service and they will contact with your other half, and he will pay it. If he doesn't pay or refuse to pay, they will take this money from his wages from the employer or through the national insurance. So it depends on what is the situation of the family. If the family have high income family, they are not concerned about maintenance, because there's lots of money they can carry on. If it is middle class family, then the issue of the maintenance is important, and you can claim maintenance by the code. You need to make an application. Low income family again is not much concern, because the both party in universal credit, so therefore maintenance is not a major issue. Mainly middle class income family, then they can claim maintenance. You can claim different types of spouse maintenance. So for example, if you apply to a court, you can for financial remedy, you can claim maintenance until the final decision. You can also claim a periodical payment, which is until, and periodical payment is basically for a certain amount of money your spouse need to pay every month, and until your financial situation has changed. For example, you don't have job, so until you get a new job, your spouse can make this can pay continuously. Or if you are a carer of a underage child, or your child is full-time education, then you can claim also maintenance. And the next one is basically, I would say is very important, which is secure periodical payment. Now, secure periodical payment is important. The reason is, if you made an application for spouse maintenance, I would recommend to make a claim secure periodical payment spousal maintenance. The reason is, for general periodical payment will stop at any point. For example, when your child start work or go over 18 or leave university full-time education, then general normal periodical payment will stop. However, if it is secure periodical payment, that will continue until your death, or until the time frame which is set up by the code. So it is wise to make a claim for secure periodical payment. So before, I'm talking about spousal maintenance, that in addition to the financial remedy, you can also claim a secure periodical payment from your other spouse, so that he can continuously pay for a certain period or for whole life a certain amount of money from his income, because your income is low or lower than him, or he is not the carer of the children, you are the carer of the children, and you need more money to put to continue your life same which was as before your separation or before the divorce. So that's what is the important as well. So you can think about it and speak to a lawyer. And this is financial provision during the marriage. And what about after the marriage, or those who are not a married couple, for example, a partner or unmarried couple, can they claim spousal maintenance? Yes, under the under section 27 of MCA Act 1973, unmarried couple also can claim a spouse maintenance if they have a child, if they have a children, or if they are carer of a child. Then for in addition to the child maintenance, the partner or for some former partner can claim maintenance from the other partner for the children. So general rule is, because you are the carer of the child, and for the necessity, for the needs of the child, court need to take into account, and accordingly, and under DMCPA Act, the court can order other partner to pay maintenance for the benefit of the child or the children. So that is also if you are not married, legally married, then still you can claim maintenance, which is we don't call spouse maintenance, but it is the same form of maintenance from the other partner, irrespective of how long before or when you separated. As long as your other partner earning well and your earning is not same or same, but it is not enough for you and for your child, then you can claim a maintenance from your other partner. So this is all about today. I hope that information will help if you need, or if you need help, or if you want to discuss or need some information. If you are a separate parents, if you are a carer of a child, then you can you can think about it, and if you need any help, please feel free to contact me to our number appear on the screen. And you asked me, I have a question in terms of immigration. Yeah, Ukrainian scheme BRP, which is valid until 2024. What are they able to access to benefit like student finance for X? I'll appreciate if you can answer this question. Yes, so you can claim it, but I need to see the BRP card. But generally, most of the Ukrainian card allowed to access to benefit, but if you need to see on the card whether it say no recourse to public fund, because some of the BRP card, some of the leave to remain restrict the access to benefit. So if it contain in your BRP card access to public fund, no access to public fund, you can't claim benefit or student finance. But if your BRP card there is no restriction, then you can, of course, you can claim benefit, universal credit, student finance, all sort of state facility. Also, this is important information for you. If there is a restriction on your BRP card, no request to public fund, you can make an application to the Home Office to remove that restriction, and then you can claim student finance or any sort of universal credit or benefit. I hope that you got your answer, and if you need any information, I think lots of information and how to remove that restriction to get recourse to public fund, I have a separate couple video in my YouTube channel, so you can look into my YouTube channel and you will get all the information. So I have a video in my YouTube, so I'll show you so you can find it, and then you can have a look all this video, and then might be you will find how to remove restriction of universal credit, and then you can see it. All right, so these are my channel where you can see all my video, and when you have I think the one of viewers, what the question is about the benefit. Yeah, so you can read it, you can watch this short video, and then you can find out how to remove the restriction for video. And then it says, thank you very much, I really appreciate it. Thank you too. I will get in touch, see if I can have, no problem, at any time you can contact with my video viewers. This is my last bit, so there are lots of information, and especially for immigration, every single types of immigration I discuss in my YouTube channel, and there is specific video for each topics. For example, a temporary work visa, UK Minister of Religion, and also how to deal with refusal, how to do appeal, how to make application. So if you need any information regarding, you can watch my channel, and also please don't forget to subscribe. And then, because I provide regularly all the information and update in my YouTube channel, I have also social media, so you can have a look if you need any information from one of my viewers told me how to remove a restriction. If you need, you can have a look. Thank you very much all of you, and enjoy. Have a nice weekend.